What is going on, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Zachary Likes Comics, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, which means it is the best day of the week every week. It is New Comic Book Day. I am so excited for today's pulls. There is so many good comics coming out this week. We have Absolute Martian Manhunter issue number 9. We have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 17. We have Iron Man issue number 2. We have Psylocke Ninja issue number 2. We have a brand new Punisher series coming out today that I'm super excited for. And last but not least, we cannot forget about Escape issue number 6 by Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna. One of my favorite comics coming out at the moment. There's so many good releases coming out today. We're going to hang out with some friends, go hunting for some comics, see what we can pick up. But first things first, let's get ready for the day. It would not be New Comic Book Day without the outfit plus the read of the day. First things first, so for the outfit of the day, I have on my Buffalo David sweater with a pair of vintage Levi denim. And then for the shoes, I have on my Blundstone 558s. For the read of the day, I wanted to go ahead and read Escape issue 4 and 5 by Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna. That will get me all caught up on the series with issue 6 releasing today. But this has just been a fantastic series. This touches on the inhumanity of man on man and the total devastation of war without trying to romanticize it at all. I highly recommend picking up this series if you haven't already. Go ahead and do yourself a favor. This has been an amazing series so far. But today is just one of those cozy days. It is overcast outside, so it's just one of those days where you want to sit inside, read some books, play some games, hang out, chill, maybe watch some movies or TV, and just lounge all day. So that is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to take you guys along with me as a cozy day in the life, and we will get back to you guys afterwards with our thoughts. I just finished reading Escape issue 4 and 5, and guys, this is a fantastic series. Escape follows Milton Shaw, a bomber pilot who's an experienced pilot of the past, but who's left that life behind as he's met his loving wife and is trying to start a family and a new life. And as they just learn the exciting news that they are expecting a kid on the way, they find out that a new war is starting and a fascist regime is trying to take over. And Milton volunteers for this war, kind of escaping his life at home. And as he goes into battle, him and his team are behind enemy lines, and they just brought this city to ruins, and now his plane has been taken down. Everyone in his squad has been taken out, and he's the only one left alive. And Milton Shaw is behind enemy lines and must escape. And this series has just been hitting on so many levels, truly touching on the inhumanity of man on man. Remender noted in the first issue that he chose anthropomorphic animals for the series as opposed to drawing humans or something of the sort to create more emotion and empathy for these characters and truly show the devastation of war, not trying to romanticize it at all. And I think they've done a fantastic job here. I wanted to share some panels in this issue and issue 4 that really hit and I think are just perfectly summarizing how this series is going and what Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna are trying to create with this series, what they're trying to touch on, and really just the morals in this story. So I'm going to share that with you guys now. So to preface what I'm about to show you in issue 4, these 2 pages, in issue 3 of Escape, Milton is trying to escape from the enemies, and he finds this bakery that he ends up hiding in, and he stumbles upon a child that is also hiding in this bakery, and the child shows him this hidden passageway into a bunker, and that is where issue 3 leaves off. And as issue 4 picks up, Milton is woken up, and it is 2 days later, and Milton is just questioning everything, has no idea what is going on, assuming the absolute worst. Well, he ends up finding out that this family is in hiding and is trying to protect him, and he's talking with the father after him and the family have shared dinner, and the father asks him, "The last round of bombing, that was you." And Milton says back, "A hard push to try and finish this, the only prayer I've got left." And the father says, "In our prayers for victory, we ask God's permission to slaughter his children, assuming he's on our side. We are secure, we are the ones who are right. Proof of one truth." And then Milton asks, "Well, what's that?" And the father says, "We are all the villains, and God stopped listening to either side. we are on our own. And then Milton says, nah, he picked a side. And then the father asks, so God sent you to murder our children for the sins of a government? And then Milton says, an elected government. And I really think this is an amazing 2 pages here. And the dialogue here is just so amazing. As I've noted before, Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna have touched on so many heavy-hitting topics here and truly aren't trying to romanticize war at all in this, and truly show the devastation of war and the inhumanity of man on man, and I just love it. I think it is amazing. I actually have a good amount of downtime before I meet with Daniel for New Comic Book Day, so with that being said, I'm about to play some Black Ops 7 and get back to you guys afterwards. Last week, I picked up a PlayStation 5, and before that, if you didn't know, I was on PC playing games, so I play like Overwatch, Counter-Strike, Deadlock, Call of Duty, a lot of competitive shooters, but also story-driven games as well. But with RAM prices and PC parts just going up the past few years, I found it to be easier, simpler, and much cheaper in the long run to just go ahead and pick up a PlayStation 5. And so last week I picked up Jedi Survivor, and I've been playing through that, loving that game. I played Fallen Order when it came out. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, if you couldn't tell by the Attack of the Clones poster right there. But I've been loving the game so far, and then this week I picked up Black Ops 7 to play with friends. As I mentioned, I'm a huge fan of competitive shooters, so I've been grinding my wins for rank play for that. I'm a big fan of the Call of Duty League. Major 2 is this weekend, DreamHack. OpTic Texas is my favorite team, and they play against the LA Thieves this weekend. The top 2 teams facing off on Saturday, so that's going to be an amazing matchup. The past 2 years in a row, back-to-back champions, OpTic Texas has been killing it, and I really feel like this could be a three-peat for them, going back-to-back-to-back with Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, and then now Black Ops 7. They have an amazing team, truly stacked, so I've been really enjoying that. And then another game that I'm really excited for is Marathon by Bungie. I'm a huge fan of Bungie and their work. If you couldn't tell by the ODST poster for Halo, I love Halo and a big fan of Destiny. And this is going to be an extraction shooter is what it seems like. That's PvPvE, so you're going to be playing against NPCs as well as other enemies trying to extract, fill out contracts, and it seems really interesting. I'm super excited for that. But yeah, I'm going to play some Black Ops 7 and then get back to you guys afterward. I just got done playing some games, had a lot of fun playing some Black Ops 7. I'm getting really close to the 50 wins for rank play, so I'll be able to play some rank play this weekend probably. But it's getting close to time. We're going to meet Daniel soon for New Comic Book Day, but before that, I'm going to read a little bit of Daredevil Back in Black by Charles Soule and Ron Garney. I've been really enjoying this series, and I've been loving the pacing of the story so far that Charles Soule has been writing, as well as the introduction of some new characters and villains, while also tying in a lot of key elements of Daredevil and the villains that we already know and love. So I'm going to try to finish or get close to finishing that first trade volume. I actually managed to order the second trade volume on Sunday, and it came in last night. If you guys don't know, a few weeks ago, Marvel released the entire run of Daredevil by Charles Soule and Ron Garney from 2015, and they are really similar to the DC compacts in size, and they are at a $20 price point or $25 price point, so they're a really good price, and you're getting a lot of Daredevil, and I'm really enjoying it so far, as well as Ron Garney's art style is just phenomenal. The gritty noir-esque style that he has, while also having the cinematic look to it that makes you feel like you're almost watching a movie while you're reading this book, is just phenomenal. I cannot rave enough about it. So I'm going to read some more of that, and then we will probably head out and meet Daniel for New Comic Book Day, guys. It is about that time. We're about to head to meet Daniel for New Comic Book Day. I'm so excited for today's releases. So come with me, guys, and let's see what we pick up. I'm super excited for today's releases with a brand new Punisher series coming out today, as well as Absolute Martian Manhunter back on the shelves. So that is very exciting, as well as issue number 2 of Iron Man and issue number 2 of the Psylocke Ninja miniseries, which is a backstory for the character, tying up some loose ends, and I'm really liking the way it's going. So some great comics come out today, and then on top of that, I really enjoyed being able to play some today and get some games in. As I mentioned before, I picked up a PS5 for the fact of being able to simply play games easily. I hated every single time I'd get on my PC there was a driver update or a game update that didn't install because my PC wasn't on, and all these other things. So I just wanted to dedicate my PC to editing videos and playing very niche games that aren't very demanding, so like Counter-Strike, Deadlock, etc. So I'm super excited for the ability to be able to play some more games with my PS5 now. I'm very excited for next week. Marathon from Bungie is coming out. I'm a huge Bungie fan. They made Halo 1 through 3, as well as Halo Wars and Halo Reach, and they also made Destiny 1 and 2. So I'm a big fan of all the games they've created, especially Halo. I was a big Halo fan growing up. So I'm super excited for this new game that they have coming out. It's going to be an extraction shooter, and Marathon actually was the first game they ever released on Apple Macintosh and Windows back in the 90s. So it's going to be interesting how they tie it into the lore of the original game. I'm super excited for this, but the art style and the aspects of that are just super interesting from the gameplay trailers. And I got my hands on the alpha whenever it came out last year and had so much fun. So I'm super excited for whenever that comes out next week. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, so I definitely will be pre-downloading that game the night before. But yeah, guys, we will meet you at the comic store. Let's see what we pick up this week. Patrick just showed me the last issue on the shelves of the new History of the DC Universe. Daniel, what were you telling me to get just now?
Issue 1.
Phantom of the Opera, issue 1. That is a sick A cover. But super excited for this, guys.
This was, while it was not what I
Look at this beautiful variant cover.
It was better than the previous volume from the first issue standpoint. It's not as action as I thought it was going to be.
We just got done at Dragonfly, our LCS. Shout out to Dragonfly if you're in the Nashville area. But Daniel, why don't you go ahead and tell me your pull of the week? I would love to hear it.
We got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 17. The last issue was the introduction of Zatanna. This issue's got Giganta on the issue, so another introduction, so excited for that.
Yes. All right. We got the brand new Punisher series. This is written by Benjamin Piercy, who was on the Punisher Red Band. Daniel here is a big Punisher fan, so he's letting me know that, and I'm honestly really excited for a brand new Punisher ongoing. This will be my first pull for Punisher. All right, guys, we will catch you at home with our pulls of the week. I just made it back home, and as you can see, I have a good little stack to go through for today's new comic book day. I'm very excited for everything I picked up this week. I don't think there was a single book on the shelves that I wanted to pick up and wasn't able to, so let's go right into the haul, guys. Starting the stack off with DC this week, we have the new History of the DC Universe. I'm super excited for this. I think this is going to help simplify a lot of things for readers, new readers especially, so I'm very excited for where this series will go. And coming into the second pull of the week, here we have Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue number 9. Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez have been killing it lately with Absolute Martian Manhunter. I'm a bit behind on the series. I need to read issues 8 and 9, but we will get caught up soon. I've been loving what they've been doing with this series, a psychedelic detective noir, but highly recommend this series if you haven't picked it up already. And coming into issue number 3 of the week, we have Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna are back with Escape issue number 6. Earlier today, I read issue 4 and 5, so I'm all caught up on the series. I've been loving what Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna have been doing with this series, truly showing the inhumanity of man on man and not romanticizing the war at all. And coming into the next pull of the week, here we have kicking it over to Marvel, we have Psylocke Ninja issue number 2. This is a mini-series that ties in as a backstory for the character and ties a lot of loose ends up for Psylocke. If you don't know, issue 213 and then issue 256 are a body swap of the character, so it's a bit confusing in the lore and timeline for Psylocke, and this is helping tie up a lot of those confusing loose ends for the character and helping to make more sense of her back history. And I'm really enjoying what they're doing with this series so far, the way they're tying in the Foot Clan as well as Elektra. But going into the next issue, here we have, I've been a big fan of these color blocks, and this Iron Man color block variant is no exception. I freaking love this. This is issue 2 of the Iron Man series. I'm so excited for a new ongoing series for this character. I really hope that this continues to have a good success as it did with the first issue. I highly recommend picking this up if you haven't already. And coming into the next issue, here we have my most anticipated pull of the week. We have a brand new Punisher series in this beautiful color block variant, guys. I freaking love this. Frank Castle looking so menacing on this cover. But this is my most anticipated pull of the week, a brand new Punisher series. I'm a big Daredevil fan, and that being said, I gotta love his best friend, the Punisher. And coming into our last pull of the week, here we have, as I just mentioned, I'm a huge Daredevil fan, so had to pick up Daredevil Cold Day in Hell whenever I saw that they were going to release a hardcover for the full series. I didn't manage to pick up any of the miniseries whenever it was coming out, so this is the full issues 1 through 3 of Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. I tried not to spoil anything for myself, so that way I could jump into this blind and fully enjoy the story, but I've heard nothing but good things about this series. I was talking to Patrick at my LCS, the shop owner, and he was telling me that no one that was pulling it dropped it. Everyone that pulled the series pulled all 3 issues, so it had to be good enough that everyone enjoyed it that much. So super excited to grab this and get some more Daredevil content. That is everything that I pulled this week, guys. Thank you all so much for watching and staying tuned till the end. I cannot thank you enough for the love and support you guys have been giving me on these past few videos. Your love and support seriously means the world to me. It freaking blows my mind every single week to see each and every one of you and the support you give me. I cannot thank you enough. We will be back next week for New Comic Book Day, as you already know. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have some amazing time with your loved ones and some good time to yourself. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.